I have been following the conversations that everybody's been having in the discussion area of D2L. I continue to look at it and see that some people have been successful in meeting in their online rooms, which is right up here. And you have practiced talking, raising your hand, or using the emoticon, and everybody can talk it, in the room as you meet. Now, this week, you are actually going to be having your literature circle. And in the wiki, for example, I want you to realize that right down here, I have also put links to PDFs from Harvey Daniels' Literature Circles, Voice and Choice in Book Clubs and Reading Groups. And these are his roles, his descriptions of the roles. So for example, it's going to be like a natural conversation. You're all going to get in the room together, and the questioner will start out. Now, you notice that in Absolutely True Diary, there are two questioners. So Anthony will ask a question, and everybody else will respond. Anthony will tell the page number he thought of that question, and then these people maybe can turn to the page and see that it spurs some other ideas that you have. Joe will also ask a question, and the group will respond. Next, I don't really care who goes next, but Jessica's next in line here as the connector. She would offer one connection in her life, and everybody else would respond. The sketch artist would share the desktop with the group on D2L in the online room and show the sketch that he or she did, and so on and so forth. So I think you all have successfully met, or hopefully you will have by the time you receive this update. And I just want to say also that when you go into the online rooms, and I'm just going to go up to it right here, these are the groups, and when you meet, you're going to meet for about 50 minutes, and it will be archived. I will be able to go view everybody's discussion. So you're going to be graded on this week. So plan to meet for 50 minutes. Maybe the same time would work out for you. And I would just really like to see you having a good conversation. Think thoughtful responses. What can you add to the conversation? And the interesting thing about it is that I think you can get off track a little bit as long as the next person brings you back. You don't have to stick to your one connection. You can start saying, and another thing that you thought of, or whatever comes naturally to you, because really Literature Circles is all about dialogue and having conversation in the literature classroom. So I'm really looking forward to viewing your Literature Circles this week as we continue on in our class. So I also wanted to say that according to the calendar, and now we are into week 5, I wanted you to read this electronic reading workshop, Beyond Books with New Literacies and Instructional Technologies. And so hopefully you can find that on D2L and read that. Participate in your digital literature circle. And I have really no blog question here, but I'd like you to keep blogging if you can. I think I put I think there's a blog question on the wiki page of Literature Circles, so you can use that. But I'm really enjoying your blogs. I'm taking time grading your PSA drafts, and sorry for the late notification that it was really due after spring break. But I do want to point out that by the end of next week, checkpoint 1, the wiki that you're creating and the novel that you are going to be reading, is going to be due. So we are going to be continuing on with the second week of Literature Circles next week. However, I want to just scroll down here to checkpoint 1. And checkpoint 1, I'm going to see that you have a wiki. You have a title of a course, so whatever novel you chose, what grade is it appropriate to? 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. You might think of a clever title for it. I would like to know the novel and the full bibliographic citation that you have chosen. And I suggested that you do a thematic braiding and put it up there, and as a model of an assignment that you would give your future students. And I would like you to also create a checklist for creating that assignment and a rubric. How would you assess it? Once you have that done, you will just put your work link right here. Okay? The PSAs, I'm really enjoying the drafts of the PSAs, and I've been grading them as I go along. So a couple are not opening online, and I'll email you if that's the case, but I'm really enjoying them. I'm not really grading them, I'm just looking at them and giving you feedback. But I think we're going to have some very powerful public service announcements after spring break, so I'm really excited about that. Don't forget that you can check out a flip cam at the Educational Technology Center in Wyman. And if I were you, I'd start gathering your images and make sure to credit the images you take, or take photographs if you want, and those would be your own photographs. Look for your music choice in WeVideo and continue doing that. Since we are just going to be doing lit circles for the next 2 weeks, you have these other things that I don't want you to forget about doing. And as always, if you have any questions, please let me know either in the individual discussion area of D2L or by email. And you can always make an appointment and come see me. I think you're all doing a fantastic job, and I'm really enjoying your work.